Hello everyone. We have our news for the week, so let's take a look at everything. So maintenance is the normal time, no surprises there. Ending in maintenance is pretty much everything except for item world. So we're getting a Neovision base, Olivera, so we get a login for that. They are giving us the old Halloween units as a special summon as well. So we get an exchange shop for their stuff, get Ibara fragments, some old TMs in that shop. Cash summon for the new Neovision. So we get a login for Halloween. So we're going to get 3 of these rare pumpkin tickets total, spread out between the different days. Now those will let us summon a 5-star or Neovision Halloween only unit. So not too bad. 3% chance at getting Ibara, and then an even split between Grimlord Sakura, Lucius, Lilith, Demon Rain, Draculeswell, Carton, and Godria. And they're going to have a bundle that has 5 more of those tickets in it. No clue on the price of that. Fountain of Lapis is coming back. Usually decent there. Rivera is getting a revamp, which is really nice. Used her a lot when she first came out. So they're boosting her Trustmaster, boosting her Super Trust a little bit, and then boosting a bunch of her abilities. She's getting some extra killers. A lot of the important numbers aren't actually listed in the news here, so we'll have to wait for the data mine. But it pretty much sounds like she's going to be really fun. All comes down to the exact percentages that she gets. But I mean, she's still going to be able to make a unit physical cover, make a unit provoke, do mana based damage after using her cooldown. She's also, looks like she's getting a couple of extra killers. I'm assuming the killers might go up in percentage of buffs. So a lot of it is her old stuff just getting boosted. And then she's getting a new Magnus. Deal light magic with boosted damage based on mana. And restore health and gradually restore health and mana for caster. So, seeing it's a Magnus, I'm expecting that to hit hard. We'll see what the actual numbers are. But I am actually pretty excited for her revamp. Make her usable again. Because she was a lot of fun when she first came out. Season 4 countdown quests. So I'm assuming that the Season 4 quests that we have now are just going to get replaced with the new ones. If you haven't finished, I'd suggest that you finish those before maintenance. But we're going to get another like 5k lapis for doing those quests. We get an intro for the new unit. So, vision card for the new unit. Magic and mana based. Decent amount of killers, 25%, but Demon Reaper's Stone. Restore mana, reduce mana used for Brave Exvius only units at level 10. So definitely a good card for the unit itself. Might have some uses for it elsewhere as well. Next Clash of Wills is going to start, and this one starts with Season 2, so we get a new secondary currency. They're changing that shop up. They're also adding these rewards. So it looks like as we go through, we'll be able to get to choose 3 rewards, and then we'll get those bonuses after the event. So we'll only get 3 total, but we can change them out like we do with the buffs at Item World. So this time we're fighting against a castle, Moratorium. I actually like the sprite, and when I first saw it, my first thought was Castle Grayskull. But uses fire, earth, dark attacks. We can poison it. It can inflict stop and zombie. Stop's not too much of an issue. Zombie might be, depending on when it does that. Also says changes actions after a limit burst is used. We'll have to figure out what that means exactly. This one here, increase in status ailment resist, will be a morale boost per turn there. One of our morale moves for this one is going to be remove stop. And with this one here, they're letting the boss get some morale based actions. So if the boss manages to get really high morale, it looks like it can do an AE death attack for this one. And then for most of the fight, I'll probably use the other one, which is just inflict all statuses, which that's nothing really to worry about. They're changing up our challenge options to attack and magic 80%, party ailment resist minus 100, and enemy elemental resist 105. So that could be interesting. Big change here is they're upping the damage cap, so most likely we're not going to see a lot of people tied for rank 1 like we have the past 3. We'll have to see how it goes overall. But I think with that damage up, we're going to see a lot less people hit rank 1. And they're giving us a new item, clothing chest piece, which is 120 attack and magic, which is fantastic. Like the helm, it's going to do the 50 morale each turn. And like the helm, it's going to have a bunch of different things that we can choose. So we can get 100% Esper stats, 50% LB fill rate, and 5 LB crystals per turn. Beast and Fairy Killer by 50%. We can get the chain mod for this as well. They did make a special note that it does not stack with the helm version. So if you use both items on the same unit, you don't get the 200% chain cap, you only get 100%. And then we can get the raw attack and magic. So that is really nice. And they gave us a list of the shops. So new units that we're going to be able to buy for this round. Neovision Noctis, Apamu, Diverti, Vivi, Ling, which is really big for anybody that doesn't have Ling already. She's incredibly useful. And Rain and Fina. So overall, this looks pretty interesting. I'm a lot more excited to play through this one than I was the third Clash of Wills. And really excited to get my hands on that new chess piece. They are bringing back Ibara's story, and they are resetting the rewards, so everybody that's done it already can redo it and get more rewards, which is actually nice instead of just bringing it back. And anybody that missed it the first time has a chance to get some useful items. One of the big useful things, Ibara's scroll has been used a bit because it's both light and dark elemental, which helps with covering some elemental achievements. And then her stuff is enhanceable to a decent amount. And then the new Neovision unit, 200% bonus, and looking at Ibara and then the global Neovision's 100% bonus, which isn't bad. So, the Halloween banner, limited banner, is just pretty much the Halloween units. So they're going to add them to the EX pools and everything for 1 week, which is nice. And because it's just old units, it's a discounted summon. So 3,500 lapis per summon. And even with that discounted, you perform 3, we'll get the 4th free. So for anybody that doesn't have the Halloween units already, that's not a bad banner overall. And the biggest thing of all, Halloween units are getting EX abilities. So I'm most excited for Ibara and Sakura. But Ibara is getting some LB damage, finally. Some boost to magic and chain cap and boost to her abilities, which we gotta wait for the data mine to see what all those percentages are. But I'm excited for all that. And then one interesting change is her Limit Burst shift form is going to do morale based dark damage. So we'll have to see what those numbers are. But she could be a really nice dark Clash of Wills finisher. Grimlord Sakura gets chain cap, gets magic boost, gets some extra killers for the killers that she already has, humans, demons, and reapers. She gets a active ability, which gives killers to the whole team, boost the LB damage, and boost dark damage for everything. So, really interested to see what percentage those killers are, because I think she does like a 50 and 100 already. Lucius, we really have to see what his numbers are. His Neo Vision Awaken wasn't all that impressive overall, so he needs a little extra boost and modifiers to be really nice. But unfortunately, a lot of the data that we need, the actual numbers, they don't put in the news, so a lot of this is waiting for data mine to see what the full numbers are. But definitely excited for Ibara and Grimlord Sakura's EX abilities. And then we have our new Neo Vision unit. So he's the main, and because Rivera is getting reworked, they put her as a secondary focus there. So this week it's Clash of Wills. He's essentially a Clash of Wills non-limited unit from what I can tell, and I'm assuming that he's going to have abilities for this week's Clash of Wills that make him rather useful. So he gets perform 3 summons and get a free summon as well on his banner. So what we know about him, base form is a magic attacker, and his shift form does mana based magic attacks. So base form is magic stat based, shift form is mana stat based. Both forms want to use instruments as far as I know. Super Trust is a two-handed instrument. 75% killers is pretty decent there. 210 magic, 400 mana, not bad there. His Trust is actually pretty decent. So you get 50% LB damage, 100% chain cap, very nice, and 30% magic. But the LB damage and chain cap combined makes that Trust really nice for just about anybody that needs chain cap. We don't get to see any numbers for his abilities, but he's focused on dark, and his shift form does tag team moves as well. We already went over Rivera, and that's all the new units. So as far as the new Neo Vision Olivera, I'm going to wait to see his full kit before I decide to pull. He shouldn't be limited, he should just be another Clash of Wills. And we do know that the week after we're going to get Halloween, they told us that we're going to get a Neo Vision base carton. Unfortunately, and it's not going to be an NVA, it's going to be a brand new unit. But the Halloween units are usually strong, so I'm expecting him to be decently strong. But we'll get to see that next week. So, not sure if I'm going to pull for this yet. We're going to look at the kit and decide after I see all the numbers. Anybody that decides to pull, though, we'll wish you luck. And that's all the news that we have now. So we're going to end the video there. Hope everybody enjoyed.